How we doing, gamers? Welcome back to some more Super Mario 3D World. Hopefully the mic sounds a little bit better. Sounded a little bit over-modulated or ear-rapey in certain parts of the last 3D World video. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is the good mic. It sounds good. And I haven't been able to use it lately because this frickin' college doesn't have, like, anything like this right here that I can clamp it onto. This is the same image I used the last video to explain to you guys how I'm actually using this mic. But basically, they're tables, they're curved, and you can't clamp a mic to them, unfortunately. So I had to go with a tabletop mic for a little while. But luckily, we're all good now. And yeah, so here we are and everything. Last episode, we played nothing but levels we already played, basically. So went through all these levels right here. Most of them were in World Star. There was one in World 4 that was pretty tame, but the rest here, these were brutal. And I kind of began to lose it a little bit. If you've seen that video, go check it out. Yeah, I had to cut some parts out of that, but anyways, we're gonna obviously play some new levels today. Obviously, I don't want this whole video to be just nothing but levels we already played and me failing to get the stars in them. But anyways, I do need the stars. If you don't know, this game requires them. It's not like the star coins in New Super Mario Bros. Or anything. But some levels require stars, and said levels are essential to the game, basically. Now, we are already past Bowser. Bowser, he's kind of old news at this point, as I've said many times, in many ways. But we have bonus levels here. This is World Flower right here. This is World Fire Flower. We got a lot of cool stuff going on here, and presumably another rocket. So yeah, we're gonna try to get as far as we can in this world. First, we're gonna go to Piranha Creeper Creek after dark. I'm saying that 5 times fast. But anyways, yeah, these are all remixes of old levels right here. And holy frick, yeah, it sure is dark here. But luckily, there's a fire flower here. We might be able to use this later because the star we failed to get last episode required a fire flower. Luckily, unlike other levels, this doesn't appear to be a speedrun, so we can take our sweet time in lighting up all these torches right here, or these pedestals with campfires that are on them, or whatever, future campfires. What do we have here? A secret. Another fire flower. That's cool. We can put that into our offhand, I guess, or our inventory slot, whatever you want to call it. Can you tell I play Minecraft? This could be a little bit hairy right here, because we do have a lot of enemies right around. What the frick? Alright, we got ourselves a free star, I guess. I don't know what I did to deserve that. Maybe it's because I lit this thing up, but you can light all the other things up. I don't know, but we'll take it. And it's the first star. So that's cool. We got a hidden platform right here. Don't think I didn't see that now. Ooh. Is this a secret section of the level? Okay, we got free coins right here. I didn't know that enemy could damage you. You cannot hide, buddy. Or maybe you can, hold on. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. That's right. Alright, so I think that's all that's up here. Besides this part, of course. We're definitely gonna go take a swing at grabbing those coins right there. Bam! Take that, you nerds. And I just blew that. I guess that's karma for being mean to the plants. Is this the start of the level? I think it is. I can't remember. This is a new level actually for me. Either it's a new level completely, or it's a level I just haven't played in a very long time. I haven't played any of these bonus levels in quite some time. It's mainly the levels prior to Bowser that I've played a whole lot, because I'm obviously using those to try and find stars and everything. Alright, here we go. So we light that thing up, and it does not give us the star. So does that mean, oh, it must be because we like lit up every single one. That makes a lot more sense now. Kinda wish we still had the fire flower, but we'll go in here, back to the area where we were earlier. Do either of these have a fire flower in them? Yes, they do. Very nice. Alright, take 2 at this right here. This time, not gonna be stupid, or we kinda are. I could have sworn to you that was like right above the platform. Alright, you know what they say, third time's the charm. Third time is indeed the charm. I'm about to prove that theory right now. I'm about to jinx myself a 3rd time, I guess. We will see, and the answer to that question is no. Very nice. But now, here it is, the other part where I died. I didn't really use my brain, at least, you know, for anything related to figuring out, you know, when the platform's gonna fall off the waterfall right there. But that was all successful. It appears that was all for nothing, I guess. So Looks like we got more torches around here. Do you reckon we ought to, like, light all these things up? I reckon. I'm gonna take a swing at that, assuming I don't die. Oh, and we gotta, this is fabulous. Yeah, this is the beginning right here. So, we gotta also worry about a checkpoint as well. You know what it could also be for, though? It could also be for the stamp, potentially. Because it does appear to be a little bit harder than the rest of this level. That's just a theory, though. I guess we'll just figure out what this is all about when we actually light all the things. Hopefully it's not every single, like, torch in the whole level, though. That would kind of be a little annoying, because I know for a fact we definitely haven't been lighting every single one in the first area since, like, the very start of this. They do seem rather hidden, so I am inclined to believe there has to be, like, some kind of secret. Something to pertain with these. The reason why I'm more inclined to believe it might be a stamp, though, is because we just had, like, a star that involved lighting all these, theoretically. And we just lost the fire flower. That's great. I now highly doubt this, but that... Oh my goodness, it actually does have the fire flower. That's nice. See luck on my side and everything, but we just blew it again. It was for a good cause. Hopefully there's just another one, you know, lurking around the corner. Goodness, these things are like really hard to take out when they're like right next to the poison and everything. And we have this roller right here too, spinning us all over the place. Alright, we got another one right here. Let's see it. Nope, absolutely not. That was a one-time thing right there. Nonetheless, we do have another pipe right here. Holy frick, I was not expecting that dude to do that. And I nearly just took myself out right there. I just took myself out right there. Great, but at least it gives us another attempt of lighting all the pedestals and stuff. It's probably gonna be ideal that we keep the fire flower, not just for like the pedestals and everything, but just so that I can take all these piranha creepers out from a distance without having to get up close to them. This could take a little bit right here, but luckily it is a lot easier as long as we just line ourselves up right here with all these things. Otherwise, you know, kind of impossible. The range is fantastic, don't get me wrong. Alright, so I think we've got all of them so far. Just kind of taking a breather right there on that platform just for a second because, yeah, life is kind of intense for reasons like that, where everything's trying to kill us and it occupies like every single place where we can land and stuff. We're not taking that. That is a deadly sin. Alright, so far, we have ourselves a pretty good run, right now at least. I think I've lit every single one up to this point right here. Except this one. I will now fix. Or not, because I died trying to avoid death. Why was there no platform right there? I like had nowhere to jump whatsoever. Alright, so we just had what could have been a good run. I'm gonna see if I can fix it, but honestly, with this whole section, it just feels like my inputs aren't doing anything. Which is kind of true. And that's because of everything just screwing up my aim with the fire flower and everything. And it's always, I've never seen anything past this section we're in right now. So this might legitimately be level I have the most deaths on in this whole game. So this is the new hardest level. I know I titled the previous video the hardest level. This is the new hardest level. I guess we'll see if that ends up in the title, or if something else happens later this episode that causes me to change it. This is before the checkpoint. Holy frick, dude. This is before the checkpoint. So that can only mean there's a whole bunch of other stuff coming for us after this and everything. That is just absolutely wild for me to think about right now. Alright, I'm just gonna take a swing at trying to get this to the end and everything. See if that's even remotely possible, I guess. So far, it is looking next to impossible. This right here, this is the farthest we've ever gotten right here. This frick right here, he's so freaking fast. Holy cow, dude. I just threw that fire flower in like the worst place possible. But finally, we have finally made it to the end of this section. Presumably, there's going to be... No way, dude. There's no checkpoint in this level? Is this the flagpole area? I'm gonna light all these just to see what happens at the end, I guess. Holy frick. So there is no checkpoint in this level whatsoever. So that would mean that lighting the torches in the previous level, that would be the star. Dude, this isn't like something that's gonna happen for every future level, right? We're not doing away completely with checkpoints. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I like checkpoints, okay? They make the game a little bit less of a headache for me, especially when I'm doing videos like this. Because I don't have like several minutes of footage to cut out. Holy cow, dude. But yeah, that's that level. Now, it looks like up next we have a remix of another level here. I believe this is from, the Bowser world after his, like, castle and everything. So the second Bowser world. And then going beyond here, it's just, yeah, the same old. I already showed this earlier. I guess we'll see what's going on here. But this is titled Faster Fort Fire Bros. So it's got to be a speedrun or something, right? So this also probably has no checkpoint. Holy frick, yeah, it's a speedrun. I'm guessing the only thing we have to rely on here are just pickups of time and stuff. There's one right on over there. It looks like not going to be the easiest things to come by, that's for sure. We're going to try and get as many of them as we can in as quick of a succession as we can, too. Whilst also avoiding the fire bros who sometimes have unavoidable fireballs when they throw them through the pipes right there and everything. But you need to get out of here. Behind here, we still got like 20 seconds, now 29. We're just gonna have to speedrun this like the level intends. No time for stars except the one I got earlier. This should be all set, so we go right there. Noticing a glow right here, we're gonna grab the star despite what I just said. Just for progress and everything. I am by no means a speedrunner, but I sure can find stuff to do in my spare time, even if it's only in seconds. Now we're up to 40 seconds, which is good, but I'm guessing we gotta take this dude out, which we did in one swipe right there. Fantastic Rosalina play right there. And that's gonna be the end of this level. We spent several times less time on this level than we did the previous one. Just let that sink in, okay? I know the previous level is probably gonna come out to be like about the same distance, or the same length, I should say, as this level when I go to edit it, because I'm gonna cut out a whole bunch of stuff. Dude. Yeah, that's gonna be that level done with 2 stars. Fantastic stuff. Now, up next, we probably have the craziest ghost house level so far, if I had to guess. But first, we've also got this other level right here. Now, this is going to be a fuzzy level, and we had another one of these fuzzy levels, too. I believe it was either in World 4 or in the Bowser world. There was something trying to kill us. I think the Bowser world. I'm probably thinking about the one with the gas and everything. That was coming down from the ceiling. So yeah, this is probably going to be from World 4 right here, the original level. And now I think we've got a lot more spikes in this level, which is amazing. We're going to have to really be on our toes here, but at the same time, not really, because it's an auto-scroller, so we can only go so far ahead. What the frick do we have going on right here? Spikes. Yeah, a lot of spikes. And in not a very easy way, not in a very easy spot to avoid either, to be honest. What's this? This is looking a little suspicious. Doesn't matter because, I can't... Oh, okay. I guess that's the intended way. Gotta swim up and up and up and try not to get spiked here. Oh, wow. As I say that, the spinies, they're here. That's great. That was not scripted at all. I know there have been some moments in this series where I've had to say things like aren't scripted and stuff. That is one of them right there. Alright, what do we have going on in these 2 blocks right here? It's a power-up, and it's not just any old power-up. It's the special cat suit, I believe. The one that gives us coins if we ground pound and everything. So that make getting that star right there a little bit easier. We actually resisted the spikes there for a second. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I thought that was it. It might be over. Yeah, it's over. They're blocking the way and everything. I have no way of, you know, actually progressing if the spinies or the spikes or whatever, the fuzzies, they're in the way and everything. And, you know. Fine. It reset the star when I reset the level right there. That's cool. Luckily, we were able to get that again. Now, playing through all these bonus levels, you guys have no idea just how thankful I am that none of these are required to beat Bowser, because these are legitimately some of the hardest levels I've ever played, like, in a video game, period. I think, like, the only thing harder than this has gotta be, like, the boss battles in Metroid Dread, if anyone's ever played that game. Those things are crazy. The whole game is generally crazy. Like, it's very secretive. It's very cryptic sometimes. Alright, we got a star right here. Oh my goodness. Come on, get up there, get up there. Yes. No, wait, we forgot one. Dang it, no! Dang it. Dude. I could have had that in the bag right there, if it weren't for that, dude. Oh, and there's a 1-up right there. I guess we're gonna have to sacrifice it. Luckily up here we've got a teleporter, but what's in here? Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of fuzzies right there. Holy frick. I guess I'll never find out. It's probably just a whole bunch of coins though. Wonder if it's infinite like some of the other ones in these speedrun levels. But anyways, that's that all done with 2 stars. Only 2. Would have liked it to be 3, but, you know, we'll take what we can get here, especially from these later levels and everything. Alright, so that's gonna be wraps on that level right there. Think we should go for the ghost house or the water level? I'm more intrigued to see what kind of difficulty they could have put in the water level, to be honest. Pipeline Boom Lagoon. I think I might know. There might be bombs in this level. There might be a lot of bombs in this level, actually. Or just a whole bunch of cannons, too. This is probably from World 3. I think that's kind of like the unofficial water world of this game, even though it's ice and everything. Now, this Bowser statue's looking mad suspicious. Let's just break that thing down. Oh, it's just coins. What about this Goomba statue? It's literally nothing. Oh, what about this other Goomba statue? It's also nothing. Is there another one over here? No. That's great. But wait a minute. This is looking a little suspicious. That's because there's a hidden block above it. We'll take that. And there's nothing around here. Okay, so just coins, I guess. With what would probably be a secret if this were like an earlier level and everything. We do have to bust down some statues in a level in World 5, I think. It's a cool beach level and everything. There's a lot of like still a big like open plain right there. It's probably like one of the levels that goes closer to like an open world as opposed to like a linear path like most of the levels here. One right here. I guess the only power up we're getting from this level is going to be the cannon box, which I'll take it. That's only because it's the only thing we can get, unless these 2 blocks right here would like to prove me wrong. They would not like to prove me wrong at all, in fact. Alright, noticing a little bit. Okay, never mind. I might know where one of the stars is, because I know where it's at in the original level. We need the cannon box to break this down. I sure hope not. Yeah, I think we do. But luckily, there is a teleporter right up here, so it's non-essential. It's only a star. I know, it's rare words you hear from me. Going down here, pretty similar to the original from what I remember and everything. I reckon there might be a cracked wall around here somewhere, and that cracked wall, where to be found. Okay, I thought it would be like right here or something, but I guess not. There was a star behind there too. Here it is, the spikes, as I predicted. Silently. Not sure if I explicitly said that, but spikes. You sure can put a lot of them in a water level. Alright, there's the second star. Gonna go down now real quick. And really down too. Behind here, we have what's presumably, yeah, it's a spinning star right there, so we're gonna need coins for that. What is this? Oh boy, we might actually have the opportunity to do this thing. There we go. So, don't know if we'll actually be able to get this. Can you actually get the coins using the cannon? Yes, you can. Nice, good. That came in clutch. That's 2 out of the 3 stars all done, but we are starting to run low on time right here, not gonna lie. So we gotta get our shoes on, I guess, get a move on, do whatever, get to the end, which is presumably behind this pipe. Yes, it is. And there's a Bowser statue up there. You wanna bet that has a secret? Probably the stamp, if I had to guess. No, it's just a whole bunch of coins. Holy frick, that was actually really clutch on my part right there. I didn't realize I could do that. I'm gonna check out this tree right up here first. Let's see it. Anything up here? No. But it's good to check. It's good to check nonetheless. Oh, there's a Goomba statue right there? That could have had the stamp in it too. I guess we'll never know until we eventually come back to this, if that's a thing later on in the series. Now up here, this is actually a remix of the level I just talking about, with the beach and everything. We should play this. There's a lot of football players in the original level, that's for sure. But, oh, it's a speedrun. That's great. Oh my goodness, that is a huge Goomba stack. Holy frick, dude. This place really changed. It's a lot more barren. Personally, I prefer the old version of this level. But, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way to take out that Goomba stack, I think. Is that essential to the level or anything? It just keeps it going. Oh, wait, there's a hammer bro on top. Or a fire bro. What the frick? It's a bro. It's whatever. We're gonna take this time right here, that's for sure. Where are we supposed to go? The direction doesn't really feel clear in this level. There's a star. We'll take that. That's the 3rd star? I think we're intended to go right here. What do we have to do? What's going on to the left of here? We haven't fully explored this area just yet. Got Koopa shells. We've got, torches. We'll light these up, see if anything happens. Unless the fire bro, burns me to a crisp. That's the first star. Okay, so this is a level where, the stars, those are gonna be easier to find than the actual exit. But I might know what we gotta do. I think we gotta carry one of these boxes, one of these cannon boxes, over to the end. And that's gonna be all the way to the right, presumably. And behind there should be a pipe, which theoretically goes to the area with the flagpole in it. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see if that theory is indeed correct. Oh, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to use one of those Goombas right there. Can you actually do this without a Goomba? I don't think you can. I mean, I gotta bring one of these dudes over? Well, it doesn't matter, because I just took him out. We might run out. We're gonna run out of time in this level, dude. We cannot hit this. There is no, like, hidden platforms whatsoever to stand on, so I think we gotta, like, bounce off the top of the Goomba and then shoot the cannonball and jump up in there, presumably. We can't double jump, not without the, I don't know. I lost my train of thought right there. But anyways, cannon box. Got a boomerang flower and a cat suit right here, too. A lot is happening, it's just very hard to process, I guess. What if I, no, that wouldn't work either. I was thinking, what if I, like, jump off the boomerang? That would be pretty hardcore, but it would be possible, but I wouldn't be able to throw the boomerang in the first place, because I have a cannon box on my head. Did I just make this level impossible or something? Because, like, I took out the Goombas right there. Unless I'm supposed to lure one of these dudes over. Like, let's see that. We'll just take, no, okay, so if I hit them, they're all gone, I guess. And there's no way to, oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. No, wait, it won't. Oh my goodness, I'm a goober. Those aren't like brick blocks. Those are like solid blocks right there, as if like they were question blocks earlier and everything. So we're gonna have to find another way to get through that, I guess. How do you get through that, dude? Unless the exit's like over here or something. I'm just gonna investigate this area real quick. I think the only way to get rid of those blocks is gonna be by using a mega mushroom or something. Unless there's a secret out here at sea or something. I'm not so sure about that. What's this? I don't think we've gone down this clear pipe at all. Oh, it's a star. So it's the middle star. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially gotten all the stars before beating the level or figuring out how to beat the frickin' level. Like, dude, how do you get that? Like, it's gotta be one of the power-ups right here, right? I'm trying every single one. I don't think we can actually break through that. We're gonna need, that has to be like a mega mushroom or something. I'm telling you though, this Goomba stack right on over here with the fire bro on top of it, that's gotta have something to do with it, right? Maybe. I'm just gonna try luring these guys on over here real quick. Just to see if anything will happen. I don't know, I don't think they can even come over here. They can't go up on the beach, can they? Dude, I think I'm stumped for ideas on this level, not gonna lie. I think the only idea I have left is, what if we just climb the wall with the cat power-up or something? It's the only solution I can really think of right now. We can't break these, can we? With the cat, with the claws? No, absolutely not. That would be too easy. And this appears to be an infinite wall, so... secret around here, maybe? Oh, wait, hold on, what's this? Oh, it's just time. I thought it would be important. Like a pipe or something, a way we could cheese this completely. I'm gonna check one more time, just going over here in this direction. So far, yeah, there's nothing over here whatsoever. So I think the next thing we're gonna do, or we're gonna try here, climb in the trees, which there's a cat bell right there. It's interesting. What if we climb this wall? Nothing happens. Again. Do you think maybe we gotta take out, like, all the enemies in this level? Maybe that's it, or something. And then it opens up for some reason? I don't know. Alright, so I think I got only one stack left, and that's gonna be these guys right on over here. We take them out. Yes! 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 There's a teleporter. Holy frick, dude. Now, can we actually make it in time? This is gonna take us to another section. Yes, it's the flagpole. Come here, you. No, 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 no. Yes, sirree. You will not be taking away this level from me in the next 7 seconds, because I made it to the flagpole, and I'm just so fast like that. I'm fantastic. I'm great. I didn't spend several minutes trying to figure out what the heck this level is about. You know what? If I had to guess, if you are able to break those blocks, that's gotta be where the stamp is and everything. Because in the original version of the level, I believe that's where Captain Toad was, behind that wall. There's like a room in there. and he gives you a star and everything. Is this a remix of one of the levels previously, like, in, a previous world, like World Star, or whatever? If it is, that's gonna be hard, because that level was already a little bit hard. It's an auto-scroll with lava and ice and a whole million ways to die. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. I am getting a little bit hungry right now. I've spent 40 minutes on this episode, if that says anything. Typically, I do like 20 minutes, so hopefully this doesn't wind up being so long, but I doubt it. But yeah, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you later in the next video, I guess. This is crazy progress we've made here, not gonna lie.